Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
And welcome everybody to UPSL Georgia Premier Division Soccer here on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group TV channel. It is week one in the fall 2024 season. My name is John Rain, alongside today with me Larry Weaver, bringing you today's action. SSL FC hosting Georgia Athletic SC. First match of the fall season for both teams. And we are just moments about to get ready underway here. Coming to you live from Metro Atlanta at Rock Springs Stadium in Lawenceville, Georgia. Teams playing on a makeshift field today. This isn't neither home stadium for either team. And here we take a look at the action here from yesterday, Saturday, with North Georgia United taking on Fountain City FC, winning 5-3. Dalton United FC taking care of business against Albion SC 5-1. And Atlanta City FC tying Vino Tinto Atlanta 2-2 yesterday. And today is the first of a full slate of action for you here at the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. We're just moments underway here. At Georgia Athletic, they'll be in the red stripes, going from left to right on your screen. And SSL in all blue, supporting new drip today, new jerseys for them. They'll be going from right to left here to start things off. referee checking things out over his final whistle. And we are underway, folks. Fall 2024 season. Have some early pressure from Georgia Athletic. A little bit of air and pass Georgia Athletic. See if they can take advantage here. Pass around, we get a whistle. And we got a Georgia Athletic player down.
And John, this is our first foul of the game. Only 30 seconds in. You can see here SSL trying to move it around, make a mistake with that pass, trying to make up, and he just cotters through the player.
So he's up on his haunches now. Let's hope he's okay. So Georgia Athletic will set up now for a free kick. SSL setting up the wall. Looks like for now be 4-man wall for SSL. And the referee moves him back.
Looks like Baptiste is going to be the one to take this for you, John.
Kicking away towards good and just a little bit high over the crossbar for a goal kick. So Georgia Athletic made it to the playoffs last season, looking to make it back there again. Soccer saves lives, looking to get back to their winning ways. They had a tough season last season, Larry. Start off slow and just could never really get back on track.
Kind of like what we talked about in the Center Circle podcast this week. I think both teams consider themselves not meeting their expectation in the spring. We'll see what they can do here in the fall.
Anybody got to throw in here for Athletic? Now Athletic come charging down. And that's kicked away by the keeper towards center circle. Georgia Athletic on the near side. So going to throw in for Soccer Saves Lives. That's Uriel throwing in for his team. Ball taken away and hold, but no call. Ref let that go. Pass intercepted. Here comes Soccer Saves Lives. SSL now trying to move past midfield. A nice move, and through ball's taken away by Athletic. Another air pass stolen by SSL along the near side.
These two teams met in week 2, John, in the spring. Georgia Athletic with a 1-0 victory.
Yeah, we got a flag up. Some turnover here for SSL. Yeah, if you recall last season, Larry, in the spring, SSL, their first match of the season, a heartbreaking loss to Protros FC. A 0-0 tie with just literally the last kick in stoppage time that Protros scored off of a corner.
A great goal from Mark Banu for Protros FC. Helped them lead their way to victory and lift the trophy in the regular season as they only beat Dalton by 1 point.
And that match was the first of a string of bad luck that SSL had to start the season and dug themselves a bit of a hole that was tough to climb out of. Brand new season, brand new kits, brand new look. And SSL was just going to let that go out for a goal kick.
And SSL, a lot of changes this season. They were kind of an offshoot of Kalanchi Pro Profile. They have made themselves officially separate. New kits, new players, also working on some changes in the admin area. So expect a lot of changes here in the fall season for SSL.
And meanwhile, SSL at midfield. Here in the opening moments, if you just joined us, you're watching UPSL Georgia Premier Division soccer action on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel. It's about 6 minutes in. First match of a doubleheader. After this, we have Kalanji Pro Profile, playoff champions of the fall or the spring 2024 season, hosting FC Birmingham, and that should be a good one. You don't want to miss that. That'll be up after this match.
We saw on Kalanji Pro Profile's social media that they have new kits this season, so we'll see what they bring today.
I think it's maybe a similar look and style, just different colors maybe. So I'm told. But right now, it looks like both teams just trying to shake off a little bit of rust from the layoff we had between seasons. We've seen a few errant passes on both sides so far.
Trying to get that ball up to the main striker for Georgia Athletic, Nazario Mbamio. 2 great seasons with this Georgia Athletic squad so far.
Certainly a star for Georgia Athletic. SSL will have to be aware of where he is on the field at all times, because he's a very dangerous player.
Ever since he came over from Atlanta Rovers, he has been a threat up there at the top of the pitch for Georgia Athletic.
And definitely a candidate for the Golden Boot Award this season as well, I would suspect. Athletic pass in the middle, intercepted. Now booted away, strong by SSL up near midfield. Ball flicked up in the air, headed up, now taken by Georgia Athletic. Okay, we get a foul.
This Georgia Athletic defense playing a very high line right now. Gonna have to wait and see if SSL can catch them on a break.
The SSL player goes down, but no foul. Athletic takes over.
Trying to earn a free foul there in center circle.
There's a chance for Mbamio. Shot is blocked, defended well there by SSL.
Great save by the defender there, as Mbamio was in open space and had an opportunity.
So it looks like number 9, Valmore, maybe taking this one, but Alexi comes over. Yeah, they just put it in play. Out towards into the box, headed out. Athletic still in control. Now they'll drop it back to center circle, reset. SSL trying to work their way, and the foul given. So
that time he gets the foul there in center circle. He tried to get it that first time, wasn't called. Just enough of a step there to earn it.
Now we have an Athletic player down. Foul called.
First, see if we can take a look at that opportunity by Mbamio here. You see this beautiful pass over to the right-hand side. He's in open space, closed down quickly by the defender.
Yeah, and Mbamio had to take an extra second or two to handle that pass as well.
See if we see what happened in that exchange here. You see as it's coming over here to the side, looks like, yeah, it looks like he just kind of, SSL man caught him in the face with a little trailing arm there. Going to be a drop ball a little bit farther back.
So playback underway.
So far, SSL very errant in their passing, John.
Yeah, both teams are going to have to adjust to playing on a smaller field today. On a smaller field, the players are going to be bunched up more than normal. So we might see a lot of errant passes than usual. Another athletic player down, and we get a whistle.
Another foul committed by SSL, that time number 17 for SSL who committed that foul.
Now they're trying to catch him off guard. There's a shot, and just wide on the far side. Yeah, we saw Batista kind of sneak in there and took advantage. Kind of caught SSL sleeping a bit and able to get a good opportunity there.
Good idea here. Saw the runner coming in, takes the shot, just pulls it a little wide. Good opportunity for Georgia Athletic in the first 11 minutes.
SSL sent it long, 50-50 ball in the midfield, headed forward by SSL. But the back line is there for Athletic. They're going to switch it up to the near side. Now across the back over the far side. Tough off the chest there, but able to handle it. Now he's charging forward. Through ball goes a little too far for everyone, but they catch up to it near the corner. It's going to go out.
Tried to get that pass to Mbamio, and he wasn't able to collect it. Allowed it to roll through his legs for the on runner who couldn't get there in time, and it rolls out for a goal kick.
Pass, clearing attempt, and here's a beautiful chance for, oh, and he just missed on the near side. Oh my goodness.
And
there's a gimme there, and Georgia Athletic.
yeah, it's got to be a corner, but John, when we go back and we look at the highlight, I'm pretty sure that he was offsides when that pass came across. Just a bottled mistake by the keeper, as that pass was right to Mbamio.
The offside was not called, but Georgia Athletic golden opportunity to score and just missed.
Ferreira takes it.
Clearing attempt now. Corner comes out on the far side. Now towards goal and right to the keeper. He scoops it up, and he's going to quickly hurl it back out into play. Nice tackle there and takeaway. Here's Mbamio all alone. He's going to take a shot at beautiful save. What a save by the SSL keeper. Mbamio had him dead to rights.
That was a stupendous save by the keeper because his defense absolutely leaves him open. Just muscled off the ball there, and you see Mbamio all alone in space. He has all the opportunity in the world. Probably just put a little too much finesse on that. He should have just picked a spot and hit it with power, and that would have easily been a goal for Georgia Athletic.
So hats off to Dallas there for making the diving stop there. So another corner opportunity now for Georgia Athletic, this time on the far side. Being out to end swing here. Ball in and headed up in the air and grabbed by the keeper. So Athletic threatening here a couple times in the early going, but not able to capitalize. Now booted midfield, headed forward by Athletic. Picked up by SSL. Now they're trying to get across midfield.
These last 5 minutes, John, the man of the match for SSL has got to be their keeper, as he has kept them in this match 0-0.
Certainly so, Larry. Just an incredible save on Mbamio. And we're getting another foul on SSL. Caught a boot there on the lower leg. And we got a yellow for that.
I was waiting to see if that was going to be the case. We'll take a look here again, see if we can see battle there. Just kind of stepped in and hacked there. Looks like number 7 for
That'd be
Yeah, number 7 is who committed that foul.
and we were literally giving the roster for SSL as we went on the air, so we'll get that squared away for you. But that comes in the 15-minute mark or 16-minute mark. And now he's up and obviously hobbling a bit here. And he's going to have to leave the pitch here for a moment.
Diego Alvarado is the player who was injured in that challenge.
Now play back underway. Athletic has it at center circle. Over the near side. Ball goes through both players, and SSL defense going to pick it up. Challenged nicely by Georgia Athletic. Now moving in the corner. And now Athletic looking for another foul. Oh, there's a waving to the referee there. Better be careful of that. That could be yellow for dissent there. But SSL pick it up now. There's a big long ball giving chase here on the far side. It's SSL. They have it now. Holds up. Outshot from distance and diving stop.
Good run of play there from SSL. It's part of their DNA just to be able to release that ball to the wing and get an on runner. Good save by the keeper for Georgia Athletic.
Yeah, Carlos Guerrero, the keeper for Georgia Athletic. Athletic will go ahead and reset. Pressure coming from SSL. Now take away by SSL. Here they come the other way. Now they'll drop back to center circle. Forced back by Athletic. Athletic playing pretty aggressive today, Larry.
Georgia Athletic wanting to get this campaign started on the right foot. Trying to get that opening goal.
Some back and forth play here. SSL has possession for now on the near side. So SSL is showing some patience now, looking for an opening, and Athletic not giving much of anything. Now the ball goes out. There'll be a throw in here for Athletic on the far side.
And John, you talked about earlier how this pitch is a little bit more narrow than normal. And the team that could take advantage of that would be Georgia Athletic, as they played on a venue that was very similar to this in the spring campaign. This is not usual for SSL. They're usually playing over at Shiloh Stadium over in Lilburn, Snellville.
So, yeah, you'd have to say that Athletic would have an advantage then. But SSL now working their way down the near wing, and ball goes out past the touch. It'll be a throw in. after Alfonso goes back to retrieve it. That'll be thrown here for Athletic. And now on the far side, here comes Georgia Athletic. Holds up. Regains control, now looking for somewhere to go, and takes a shot from distance way wide of the goal for goal kick.
Bit ambitious there for me, John, but good build-up of play from Georgia Athletic. They continue to attack. SSL is starting to build their way into this match as we're 21 minutes in.
It looks like they're starting to get their sea legs under them, as it were. SSL. After a little bit of a shaky start. Athletic now once more takes over at center circle, trying to pass away into the middle here. Headed forward nicely. And shot is going to be way wide. Just a big volley as soon as they hit the ground. Not accurate, so goal kick for SSL. So once more, Larry, Georgia Athletic with another opportunity.
They continue to mount the pressure. And, you know, we talk about this time and time again in matches that if you allow a team to have opportunities, eventually they're going to find their way through.
And pass to Momio was missed. SSL trying to break out. It's been Georgia Athletic with the lion's share of possession so far. Now at midfield and push from behind, no call. SSL still has it. Now here comes a charge for SSL. They have a man go down, and a shot deflected at the point of origin. But SSL still have possession. Another shot from distance going to go wide of the goal for goal kick. So Georgia Athletic forcing SSL to take all their shots from distance so far. As we're 23 minutes in now, still no score. It's a bit cloudy conditions here today, but very warm. It's still summertime here in Georgia, even though it's Labor Day weekend. A little bit warmer than usual, with temperatures still around the 90s. So I would not be surprised if we have a water break here.
I think this is about the beginning of the end for the Heat, John, because looking at the forecast, it looks like we're going to start to get lower in the temperature over the course of the next few weeks.
Balmio trying to work its way around the man, and nice defensive play to deny him Balmio. So SSL trying to get their offense on track here. There's a long pass attempt down the near side, and SSL is going to get to it first in the corner. And pass intercepted by Georgia Athletic. It's going to go out. And I think we're getting our water break now, Larry.
Indeed so, John. We'll take a look at the last build-up of play for Georgia Athletic. You see here, moving down that far side yet again. Takes a shot and just lifts it over the bar. Several shots on goal so far for Georgia Athletic really only won for SSL over the course of the first 25 minutes.
Yeah,
Good saves from the keeper for SSL.
Yeah, I was just about to say, thanks to the SSL keeper for keeping this match scoreless so far. Just robbing Nazario at point-blank range. So we'll take a pause here for a quick water break. You're watching UPSL Georgia Premier Division soccer action live on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group TV channel, YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. So keep up with all the goings on in the Georgia Premier Division. And so you don't miss any upcoming podcasts, live streams. Don't be sure to miss any of that. Like and subscribe to Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel.
And John, one update I can give you: the results are in for the spring season fan choice of goal of the spring season. After over 1,000 votes, 2,000 votes, excuse me. The the spring fan favorite is going to be Kalanji Pro Profiles' Kalen Kalanji, who will earn the fan favorite goal of the spring season.
Congratulations, Mr. Kalanji. There are a lot of great goals to choose from as well. That's something that we've started doing for the past couple of seasons, something to get the fans and the players involved. Vote on your favorite goal of the season.
Over 100 goals were looked through to determine just the top 20.
And a number of them could have been the goal of the season. But Mr. Kalanji wins the top prize, so congratulations to him.
And second place was Georgia Athletics' very own Alexi Ferrer, number 8, who was the runner-up for goal of the season for the fans.
So who will be?
It was very close.
Yes. And we'll see who does it for this season for the fall. All right, so our water break is over. We're about ready to get play back underway here.
And if you're interested in those, you can go to the upsl-georgia.com, and you can go to the page for the fan favorite vote, and you can see all the goals that were considered for the top goal of the season.
As well as you can go there and take a look at the current table and there's match results and all sorts of information to keep up with the UPSL Georgia Premier Division.
We didn't want to be biased. There was a goal that we felt was the top goal. It unfortunately did not win, but that's okay. Everybody likes something a little different.
All right, so throw in here for SSL goes back. Now they're at center circle. Athletic closing, causing the issue. Still SSL able to move around that, still on the ball. Now chip in a little too far, and it's going to be headed by the Athletic defense out of play. So throw in here for SSL here and deep in the defensive third of Georgia Athletic. Up to cross into the 30th minute here, still looking for a first goal.
The throw in was taken about 5 yards out off the line.
And we got a shot towards the goal. Carlos there to scoop it up. Yeah, wonder if it's maybe an issue where they're not sure where the line is here today. There's a big boot forward by the keeper. And kicked out by SSL, so throw in here for Georgia Athletic. So, look at Alfonso. Nice first touch there by Ferreira. The runner-up in that goal of the season you mentioned earlier. Now here comes Georgia Athletic trying to pass through the middle. It's deflected away. But still on the ball is Athletic. Maneuvering back in the middle. Surrounded by a couple SSL players. Pass attempt is blocked, but Georgia Athletic still in control. And now in the corner, and it's safe from going out. Alexa sends it in the middle, but no one was there for Athletic. Now it's chipped up and out, and SSL on the far side with it. SSL now past midfield. Having to hold up. Now they move it over to the far side. And nice takeaway by the Athletic. But SSL wins it back, and we have a player go down, but no foul. That's a few no calls so far, Larry.
The center official letting this game go. Only issuing one yellow card in the 15th minute. And now here's a foul that is warranted, and then he's going to come back to the injured player.
So a little bit of chirping going on here. Folks a little upset with the officiating right now. They felt the foul should have been called earlier, and then they get one called on the Athletic. But the result of all this is SSL will have a free kick here on the near side. And since Carlos is there, right to Carlos. Grabs that with the sure hands, wheels it out. Now here comes Georgia Athletic. Streaming straight down the middle, looking for Mbamio. He's free if he can get to it. But the keeper gets to it first, clears it away. It's going to go out for a throw for Georgia Athletic.
Good work from the keeper coming out of his line to clear that ball as Mbamio was moving into a very dangerous opportunity.
Yeah, you can't let Nazario get to that ball first, for sure. There's a shot from distance, deflected a bit, but still going to have to make a diving stop to his left.
That deflection just took enough of the sting off of it for it to be easily controlled by the keeper.
Ball right out in front of us here. You throw in here for Georgia Athletic. And now the referee is going to do an explanation to coach here on the far side. Probably wanted clarification on that call or no call. All right, so now we're back underway. SSL is going to take over on the far side. Just past midfield, poked away by Georgia Athletic, causing SSL to retreat. Now there's a little bit of pressure here by Athletic. SSL will move over to the near side. So we'll give and go, a little bit behind, so Georgia Athletic takes over. Now sent forward looking for Alexi. He's covered well.
Good work from the defender not to get anxious, just step in front of the pass.
Georgia Athletic still has it now. To Nazario. Drifting over now, draws a crowd, and it's taken away from him. A third man stepping in now. Here goes with Chase here for SSL. We're going to it first. Here's a chance for SSL. There's a shot and a save by Georgia Athletic. Best chance of the match so far for SSL gets turned away.
And it was a great ball to space that led to that opportunity. That's more like it from SSL.
Meanwhile, Georgia Athletic now the other way, drifting into the near corner now. Center in front and scooped up by the keeper. Good play. So a little bit of end-to-end action now. After a bit of a slow start, things are picking up here, Larry.
Not the greatest of clearances by the keeper, but able to get it to a teammate, able to control it. And then, of course, commentator's curse.
Another steal here by Athletic. And, oh, there's a clip there. Just did not get the ball at all.
Didn't get a touch on the ball. He held up. We'll take a look at that last opportunity from SSL first. Great run from SSL. Takes a shot right into the goalkeeper. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Stay big. Cut out the angle from the attacker.
So we've seen a couple calls not go Georgia Athletics' way here. And they're just going to have to shake those off and just play their game.
You look at this challenge here. He starts to come in. He starts to slide. He pulls up. Georgia Athletic man still went down. They feel like they should have earned a piece of plastic for his efforts there. I think it's a good call by the referee not to call more than just a foul.
Meanwhile, back to live action, SSL giving chase, and now ball goes past the end line. The end touch is going to be goal kick for Georgia Athletic. Still 0-0. Rosario had it briefly, gives way to Ferreira Alexi. Now over on the far side, in the middle of Yoris. There's a shot. Oh, and collision here with the goalkeeper and Diego for Georgia Athletic.
Take a look again here. This ball coming in, working on that far side. Keeper comes all the way out. A little bit of a collision as he had already released the ball. Not going to be called a penalty or anything like that.
Yeah, it was interesting. It's definitely the keeper was the aggressor on that exchange, but as a result, corner kick for Georgia Athletic on the far side. The right-footed swing in the box off the far post, headed up by SSL. A heavy touch there by Georgia Athletic, but they're going to retain control. They're going to drop it back to center circle. And they're going to reset all the way, so they're going to send it back to keeper for Georgia Athletic. He sends it forward. And now here comes Georgia Athletic, trying to get it through to Mbarbio, and Rosario comes away with it. Closing, and oh, he's tripped as he tried to switch over.
Not enough to earn a penalty from the center official. We'll take a look at it as well.
It's another close call. Another whistle that does not go Georgia Athletics' way here. Tug of the jersey, another tug here, but they let it play on. And there's a big boot from distance trying to catch the keeper sleeping there and way out of the goal, but over the top bar and for a goal kick.
You see here, John, Nazario receives it, tries to work around the man. He more took himself out there.
Yeah, it was more of he tripped over him as opposed to SSL tripping Nazario there. SSL trying to work their way in. move it over the near side. Past the 40-minute mark here, starting to get late in the half. Still 0-0. And ball's taken away by Georgia Athletic. It's Alexi, turns. He's going to get it back, and now the give and go. But SSL defender's going to get there first. He's going to send it back to the keeper. Nice play by, once more, by SSL defense. But clear out of reach, and it's going to be another throw in here for Georgia Athletic. Quickly in. There's a shot from distance by Marco Lloris, handled easily. Now SSL crossing midfield. Trying to see if they can build on that chance they had earlier. Now let's switch it up over the near side. Still at midfield. Once more showing a little patience. Now they make it move in, charging down there, dishes off to near side, now chasing to the corner. And ball's cleared out.
Another attempt of an attack from SSL late in this match. 42 minutes are gone. We'll see if there's any bit of stoppage time with the water break.
So ball in for SSL. Pass in the middle. Still in the ball. Nice turnaround. There's a shot and a save by Carlos. As that ball got punched up in the air, but it went straight down to him. So good play by Carlos.
Had to get that right because the SSL man received some open space right there in the middle of the pitch, took the shot.
And there's the foul here on Georgia Athletic. And he gets a yellow for that. That's on number 5, Marco Lloris.
You see this opportunity, goes down, still has the ball, takes a rip himself. Great save by Carlos.
And in the 43rd minute, Georgia United picks up their first yellow.
See here the yellow, he just clatters through the man. Very similar to the yellow that was issued earlier in the match for SSL.
And again, that once more, that was on Marco Lloris, the midfielder for Georgia Athletic. Picking up the plastic there. And now the SSL coach wants an explanation or clarification on something.
A little bit of gamesmanship, John. It's week 1.
Got to look for that advantage when you can and where you can. All right, so ready to get back underway here for the last few minutes of the first half. SSL on the near side. And cleared away by number 13, Victor Alfonso for Georgia Athletics. Will be thrown here on the near side for SSL here as we are about to reach the first 45 here. We'll have some stoppage time.
Center official held up 1 minute.
Interesting. Okay. I think they had a water break longer than 1 minute. There's a shot towards the goal. No one there for SSL. Easily handled by the athletic keeper. Boots it away, way past midfield. And I think that's just going to go out of play on the far side. So not much time to work with by either club here in stoppage. Let's see if we have time here for one more charge, maybe from SSL. And once more, they're showing a good bit of patience here. As Georgia Athletic, they force the issue a little bit here, put a little bit of pressure on. Now pass along the near side. Oh, missed. Header was missed by Georgia Athletic. Here's a chance for SSL. Now switch over to the left foot and is going to shoot it wide. Another shot from distance. And that is going to do it here for the first half. So one half in the books here. SSL FC hosting Georgia Athletic FC here. The first week one here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. We are tied at 0. Larry, your impressions of the first half, sir?
Well, so far I got to say for Georgia Athletic, they got to feel confident. They've had a really good amount of attack, good saving from the keeper. For SSL, they got to be a little disappointed with their attack, but their defense and their goalkeeper have been playing exceptionally. We'll see what happens at halftime, what changes both sides can make. It's been very, very competitive from both sides. It's been a good match. We'll see what happens in the second half.
Yes, indeed. It has been a good match so far. So do not go away for the second half, folks. It is 0-0, and we'll see who can pull ahead here in the second half. So we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in about 15 to bring you the second half. Don't go away. And welcome back to UPSL Georgia Premier Division Soccer Action. SSL FC hosting Georgia Athletic SC. My name is John Ray alongside Larry Weaver, bringing you week 1 here in the UPSL Georgia Division here on the ASMG TV, ASMG YouTube channel. Second half about ready to get underway here. We were 0-0 at the half. Georgia Athletic had their chances early in the half, Larry, but could not find the back of the net. And SSL took a while to get their offense going, but they finally had a really good opportunity late in the first half. But 0-0 is where we stand right now.
Some really good opportunities from Nazario and Bamio for Georgia Athletic. Not had an opportunity to get it past the keeper of SSL. We'll see what happens here in this second 45.
Okay, and looks like SSL will have a couple subs here to start the second half, number 5 being one of them. And we'll get you the other sub as well when we can. But for the second half here, Georgia Athletic, in the red stripes, going from right to left on your screen, and the home team SSL in the purple, all new purple jerseys. Looking really nice here, going from left to right to start this second half. And so we're going to have a throw in here for SSL here on the near side. And I think that's Daniel Hirsch, number 5, one of the subs who came in for SSL. Dashiell Hirsch. SSL on the far side with it. Now trying to make a move towards goal, gets turned away, but they still have the possession. Now chipped ahead and forwarded by Georgia Athletic. Stolen now by SSL, and we get a whistle as the shot was taken. Call goes against SSL.
I believe offsides was the call. One other change that SSL made, John, on that far side, bringing in another striker or another player on the top. I believe it looks like 31. I'm sorry, 21. 21 is the attacker who came on.
That would be Blagamir, or Blagemeyer, number 21 for SSL. Second half sub for them. There's a fight for the ball, and referee goes call goes against Georgia Athletic. SSL quickly puts it in play. Now chip towards goal, headed forward, and Carlos is there to snatch it out of the air, and he quickly rolls it into play. On the near side, there's open space here for Georgia Athletic, charging ahead now as a man on the wing, and tried to thread it through to Nazario, but it is cleared out of play. And over the fence here, so someone is going to need to retrieve that ball here, get another ball in play.
One of the things we talked about yesterday, John, one of the new things in this fall season is the change of the guard for the official soccer ball of the UPSL. Score has stepped aside. Voigt is the new official soccer ball of the UPSL.
And welcome to the UPSL Voigt. Ball in play by Georgia Athletic. There's a turn now. Moving towards goal. That's Alexi now. Threads it through. And offside is the call.
Good run of play there by Georgia Athletic. Unfortunately, just a step off in that run, as you see here on the replay. Releases the ball, but he's just a touch off as the AR The sides is a little bit of an angle for us, unable to see.
And that was Marco Yoris committing the offside for Georgia Athletic. Now waiting for the goal kick. Now Atlas rolls it forward here for this free kick.
I believe they might be having a conversation in regards to the weather, John, because was hearing some rumbling off in the distance. The update over halftime said that we were expecting some weather in the next hour.
Yeah, if there's going to be lightning in the area, that would, for everyone's safety, players and spectators, to withdraw until we get the all clear there. But you're right, Larry, that might be the discussion going on right now, as we do see some thickening of the clouds here in Lawenceville, here at Rock Springs Stadium, here in Metro Atlanta. Just waiting to see the result of this conversation here. And now the players are being waved in. So it looks like we are going to have a bit of delay. So here in the 51st minute mark here in the second half, we're going to have a weather delay here. Evidently there is lightning in the area, and per league rules and for player safety, official safety, and spectator safety, I need to pause the match here for now. So not sure how long the delay will be, but don't go away, folks. In the middle of an exciting match here, all tied up. We'll see who can pull ahead here when play resumes. But for now, we're just going to take a little bit of break. But don't go away. We'll be back with updates and hopefully with live action sooner rather than later. You're watching UPSL Georgia Premier Division action on the ASMG YouTube channel. And welcome back, soccer fans, to UPSL Georgia Premier Division soccer action. Week 1 of the fall of 2024 season. We had a very brief weather delay. It seems that the lightning strikes were a little bit further away, and so it's safe to continue here. But we'll keep you updated with any changes into the weather. But we are back underway here. You're watching SSL FC hosting Georgia Athletic SC here. As I said, week 1 of the fall 2024 season. My name is John Reen alongside Larry Weaver, bringing you all of today's action. The first of a doubleheader here on the ASMG YouTube channel. The nightcap is going to be the spring 2024 playoff champion Kalanji Pro Profile hosting FC Birmingham. That will be coming up a little bit later after the conclusion of this matchup here. We're at 0-0. After a pretty entertaining first half. And we are 0-0 thanks to the goaltending of Edlis Varela, the SSL goalkeeper, who made a couple stellar saves in the early going to keep Georgia Athletic off the scoreboard. But here comes Georgia Athletic now, charging down the middle, and ball's taken away nicely here. Here comes second half substitution. Grace setting it up on the near side and chipped ahead by SSL, but headed forward by Georgia United. A nice flick to himself here along the side. Another flick up. Now it's number 5, Joris. Into the middle, and now here comes Georgia Athletic on the move, but pass is intercepted by SSL. Now pass attempts taken away by Georgia Athletic. A bit of a collision here. They go down. A nice play. Nice play by Batista to keep that going for his team and sending forward even though he was on the ground there. And now ball's out of play on the near side. It's going to be a throw in here for Georgia Athletic. As we see, it's definitely darker here today. The clouds darkening, so the threat of rain is there, but hopefully no threat of lightning. Now SSL trying to come away with it, trying to cross midfield, but it's going to be taken away once more by Georgia Athletic. Now Batista with it. He's got 2 men up ahead looking for Joris, and it's intercepted by the defense. Now here's a chance, a shot, and blocked by the defense. Now sent away the center circle, but stepping in front is Georgia Athletic. And there's a collision. SSL's player goes down, no foul. So things have actually perked up since the weather delay here, Larry.
Yeah, not the best release of pressure there by the defense of SSL, but they got it done, and that's what matters the most.
So now there's trying to position here as they go deeper into the far corner. Now ball sent out, cleared out. It's going to be a throw in here for Georgia Athletic.
Georgia Athletic player tried to grab another ball to quickly get underway, but that was not a approved match ball. So the center official slowing the play down.
Yep. Maybe issuing a bit of a warning there as well. That was a shot from distance, but Headless is right there to make the stop.
SSL's keeper doing a fantastic job so far in these first 55 minutes.
Definitely been the man of the match so far for SSL.
We'll see what the modification is on the
Handball.
clock with that stoppage of time, just to double check on the weather.
Yeah, we have in the 56 minute, but may not be the official time. So Carlo Guerrero, keeper, boots this away. 50-50 ball. And SSL gets to it first, and on the near sideline. Oh, big collision there on the sideline. A nice little kip up there by number 21 Grace here. And he throws it in. And Georgia Athletic will switch up here. They'll go over on the near side. Now there's a bit of space here for Georgia Athletic. Yoris has a man on. He has to retreat. Now they move it over the far side. Now looking for Nazario here on the near side. He tries to get around one man. He's around one man. Has another man to beat. Moves it over to his left and takes a shot. And a nice save once more by Adelis Varela. Nazario had a good look at that one, Larry.
Fantastic play by the one man, Nazario, getting around the defender. Goes on, takes on a second one, hits it with his left. Just enough of a paw over the bar. And it will be a corner.
Low corner on the near side here for Georgia Athletic as they threaten once more here, but not able to put it into the goal.
And Nazario is one of those players that only needs a few inches of space to have an opportunity.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He is excellent at creating opportunities for himself when it looks like there's nothing there, Larry.
Another verification going on with the weather.
Yeah, I think that's the field manager down there on the sidelines showing the referees the current weather situation. So we'll see what happens here. And now the players are being waved back in once more. So maybe the lightning strikes have moved in closer here to Rock Springs Stadium here in Lawenceville, Georgia. So it looks like we are, folks, heading for another weather delay. Let's hope this one is brief as the first, but do not go away. We're in the middle here of the first of a double header here. Big day here, week one in the fall 2024 season here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. 0-0 is our score right here, SSL and Georgia Athletic. We're going to take another short break here. We'll be back with updates, or hopefully the resume of play here shortly. Do not go away. And welcome back, friends, to UPSL Georgia Premier Division soccer action here. The weather delay is over. We had about an hour-long weather delay due to lightning in the area, but it's cleared enough now to resume play here. Week 1 here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. SSL FC is hosting Georgia Athletic SC. The score is 0-0. We have about 30 minutes of regulation time still left to play. We're in the second half. As I said, 0-0 the score. And again, my name is John Reed alongside my partner today, Larry Weaver. Larry, so how does a long weather delay like this affect the teams, you think? Or how do you think it affect these teams today? I know that the goalkeeper for SSL had the hot hand early on. With this much of a delay, maybe throw off their game? Or what do you think, Larry?
This can significantly cause issues with the player. You run the risk of cramping. You need to make sure that, one, that you continue to stay hydrated, that you can make sure that you keep your fuel intake up, grab something to eat. You don't want to eat anything that's too heavy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
So we have a corner start off, and it's cleared out, headed out by SSL.
Now, you can't have anything too heavy, and you're kind of stuck here because you don't want to leave the pitch, but you probably didn't bring much along with you. You didn't expect to sit on the sidelines for an hour.
Yeah, and both teams only had just very little time to warm up again before play resumed here. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the match progresses here, as we do have another match after this one that we have to get in. SSL in the corner, sent in the box, and there, but it goes out off the other side and out of play.
That was a decent opportunity there for SSL. We have Kalanji Pro Profile and FC Birmingham. That's going to be played now under the lights.
Yes, today is going to turn into a long one for FC Birmingham for sure. Having to travel over here to Atlanta.
And one of the things I was going to say at the beginning, John, is this is a brand new pitch. So and with it being turf, expect it to be significantly fast in the weather.
And rain is still in the forecast, so the possibility of rain is still looming here at Rock Springs Stadium here in Lawenceville, Georgia. So we're going to have a throw in here shortly, momentarily, for SSL. It's Hirsch, number 5, going to do the honors. So SSL back to center circle, and I switch it over, move it over to the far side. Bringing down that far wing, moving into the middle. Pass off. And nice weave around between two players, and then the third. Trying to get around fourth, dishes it off, though, to the left wing. Now moving towards the center. All poked away, but still in control by SSL. Still in control by SSL. Now outside 18, and takes a shot, and the keeper there for Georgia Athletics there. He quickly rolls it out. Now Georgia Athletic trying to make a break for it, but it's cleared off away by Hirsch. So it'll be a throw in here for Georgia Athletic.
Player on the back post was wanting to receive that ball instead of a shot on goal.
Now flick ahead looking for Nazario, but a little too far for him. And it's going to drop it back to Adelis. He sends it forward. And we get a whistle.
And that's one thing that might be different, John. It was fairly competitive between both teams in that first 50-ish minutes where they were, physical on both sides. It'll be interesting to see with this hour-long delay if that level of physicality will be the same, or if somebody's going to make a mistake trying to get a little too physical.
Yeah, each team traded a yellow in the match, and there were things were starting to get a little testy there for a little bit. There were a couple no calls that Georgia Athletic felt went against them, and but cooler heads prevailed. But yes, we'll see how the delay affects the aggressiveness of these two teams. begin the match, though, Georgia Athletic definitely had the upper hand early, had a few good scoring chances. And it was only until later in the match when SSL started to get their offense on track.
From a coaching aspect, I'm kind of disappointed on both teams with the technique of the throw-ins that I've been seeing this match so far. Need to work on that in training, to work on those throw-ins.
And it is the first match of the season, and some of these players may not have played competitively for a little bit, so there's a little bit of rust that's having to be shaken off here. Now there's a chance to cross in front, and ball sent up and out of play, high and away.
Good build-up of play by SSL, good cross. Unfortunately, just nobody there to receive it.
So it was cleared away by Georgia Athletic, so we get a corner here for SSL on the near side. Be a right-footed swing. Ball in, past the back post, and we get a whistle.
That one found its way out of bounds as it was curving into the box.
So the thing about the threat rain here, the wind has picked up a little bit here. So that could also maybe affect play as this match progresses. Low kick 50-50 ball headed forward by SSL. Now SSL on the attack. That's Grace. Second half substitution, losing it and sent forward.
SSL wanting a handball, not going to get it. Substitution coming on for Georgia Athletic.
So we have number 10 coming in for Georgia Athletic.
Looks like Baptiste's end of day, number 6. And number 13, that being
Victor
Susvera.
So, yeah. So number 10 coming on. And we'll have to scramble to get those names for those subs for you. Number 20.
Number 20 is Fidel Limbanisi, one of the players we love to watch from the spring season.
There's a chance for Georgia Athletic now moving into the box, pass in the middle, and shot and a goal. It looked like there may have been perhaps off the arm of the player on the deflection, but rebound came right back out to him, and Georgia Athletic knocks it home.
And this is where they were active all day, John. You see this running down that far side, slide it across, shot taken. It looks like it may have hit the arm of the defender, but luckily goes right back to the shot taker.
Yeah, that's
Marco Yoris
with the goal here in the 66th minute. So the weather delay seems to have no effect here on Georgia Athletic. They pull ahead now in what has been a tight matchup so far. And now here comes Georgia Athletic once more on the attack. Send it to Nazario. Got to come away from it a little bit here. Cleared out the center circle though, but Georgia Athletic's going to take over.
You see how those substitutions changed the formation for Georgia Athletic and immediately on the attack.
Yeah, immediately score dividends here for Georgia Athletic, and we get a whistle. This will be a free kick for SSL.
SSL only having about 25 minutes to try to equalize and get a draw.
So cleared away and out of play past the far touch. This will be a throw in here for SSL.
And with the delay, John, we won't have a hydration break this time.
Well,
yeah, we already had an hour of it.
Exactly. But fortunately, it's kind of cooled off a bit here too. So
I'm just not seeing communication. You know, everybody just doesn't seem on the same page for SSL right now.
So throw in, Georgia Athletic. Out of midfield, it's sent back in by SSL over on the far side. Chipped ahead. No one there for SSL. Now sent forward, looking for Fidel there. But coming back the other way is SSL. So I've seen a lot of passes intercepted today. Playing on this smaller field today. Again, must point out this is not the home stadium for either club, as we had to reschedule location for this match. And shot towards the goal, Dallas grabs it. We're starting to see a few raindrops now, Larry. We'll see if how that develops.
And a bit of a, like I said earlier, that Georgia Athletic, they played in a similar facility back in the spring. Here for the fall, they moved over to a new facility. So they're probably, like I said, they're probably the team that can accept this thinner pitch. You know, it's a little narrow. They're playing over at Discovery High School this fall season.
So play drifts over to the far side. It's going to be taken away by Georgia Athletic now. They cross midfield. Now they move over to Fidel. Fidel moving ahead. He's got a man on the wing. We'll give and go. Fidel's going to catch up to it. Tries to get around one man, and Adelis comes out. Knocks that ball away and kept in. Nice play by Adelis, the keeper for SSL. SSL send it on over to the near side. And sending it down deep and giving chase, but not able to catch up to it. It goes out of play for a goal kick.
Tried to get there in time, just not able to do so. Marquez only needs to just shield the man off for a few steps so that ball could be seen out for a goal kick.
Back in play now. Here's a chance for Nazario. He catches up to it. Oh, nice dish off here in the middle. Set himself up for a shot. Now just it over to Fidel. Fidel has it now. He's got a man on him. Now they send it back and poked away by SSL. Nice play. Now here comes Jason, number 7 for SSL. Oh, pass eludes one man, but it's going to drift all the way to the goalkeeper. He's going to scoop it up. About to go into the 72nd minute here. Georgia Athletic taking the lead just a few minutes ago. So 1-0 is where we stand. SSL at midfield. They'll try that far side once more. Weave past one man, but led himself a little too far. There's a collision there. Both players go down. And we get a whistle. See who went down there. So that's Martin Gutierrez, but he's up, he's okay. Midfield cleared away by SSL out of play, so we throw in here for Georgia Athletic.
Substitutions coming on for SSL.
So we have a couple coming in. So 23 and 15 are coming on.
Be the end of day of number 7.
That's one of the Jasons.
Which is one of the players who received a yellow card in that first half. See if this player change sees a spark of energy from SSL.
Now, meanwhile, Georgia Athletic will try to get it through to Nazario, could not. So number 15, that should be Braden Kalanji. And not seeing a 23 for SSL on the roster we were given here. SSL with the ball at center circle. Challenged by winning it back. Now they move it over to Hirsch on the near side. He sends it long towards the goal. SSL player charging, but Carlos is going to grab it first. Ball sent forward past midfield, headed backwards by SSL, but he's able to retrieve it. He's got Nazario on him. And it's going to be cleared away for Georgia Athletic touch throw in. Once again, we have one more match after this. Second half hour doubleheader, Kalanji Pro Profile, the spring 2024 playoff champions hosting FC Birmingham. It's going to be a good match. And it'll start soon after the conclusion of this match. So keep it tuned in here to ASMG YouTube channel. Here's a chance for Nazario. He's got a man in front of him. He takes a shot. And it's just a little high over the crossbar.
Just couldn't control that ball on the volley, John. Take a look at the replay. You can see here it's a great ball forward for Mbamio to make the run, gets it past the defender, tries to hit it on that volley and just doesn't get it right in the technique.
Yeah, had to shoot that one out of the air there a bit, then just went high, sailed high on him. So goal kick for SSL. And Dallas just dishes off in the middle now. Here's some pressure here by Georgia. Oh, Georgia, dangerous play there, but able to control it as SSL. Jason bringing up. SSL, oh, misplay there by Grace. And now long battle for it along the far side and out of play, no foul. There's a little collision.
Right there on the SSL bench. See the coach asking for some sort of a response from the center official.
Yeah, right for the SSL bench. I'll ruffle some feathers there. Now hard clear. Hirsch will throw it in for SSL on the near side.
Well, we were wanting to know if the tension was going to be high after the break, and we've got our answer.
Yeah, intensity starting to pick up once more. Now that the players have gotten to get settled in and get back into playing. There's a chip in front. A nice shield there by the defense to shield SSL off the ball.
Absolutely perfect work there by the defense of Georgia Athletic. Shield the attack. See that ball out for a goal kick.
So past the 77th minute now. 1-0, still a score. Georgia Athletic in front. Thanks to a goal from Marco Lloris. Hirsch trying to get a head off.
throughout this entire match so far, John, just Georgia Athletic has been just a step better than SSL.
We get a foul given, and that was on Jason, number 7. He quickly puts it in play. Now they send it forward, heading into that far corner, but too far. It's going to go out of play. So it should be goal kick here for Georgia Athletic. So it looks like the rain is still going to hold off for now. We've had a threat of rain for quite some time, but it was lightning in the area that caused that delay.
It's been kind of dry the last few weeks, so we can use a little bit of rain.
And Rosario heads it forward here to Adelis, coming way out of the goal to knock that forward. Bold play by Adelis, but it worked out for him. Oh, nice takeaway by SSL. Oh, he just had him, Jason, on the wing, but couldn't get it to him. But still in control is SSL. Pushing forward. Now Jason, number 7, switches over in the middle. A nice sliding tackle there by Georgia Athletic, and we get a foul.
Center official tried to play advantage there. Take a look at the replay. You can see here. Sees the foul right here, allows to play the advantage, and then as soon as they lose possession again, goes to hold. Stop play. Let SSL have an opportunity of a set piece. Let's see what they can do with this.
Yeah, very few set piece opportunities for SSL in this match. And this one is far from goal as well.
Yeah. Almost 40 yards out. Plenty of space to get it up and down if you can have a good connection on an on-runner into the box.
Yeah, Georgia Athletic only showing a 2-man wall here. That's up and over and pass, and right to the Guerrero, the keeper. Great positioning by him. Didn't have to move on that one. So some pressure by SSL. Now here comes space for Georgia Athletic, looking for Fidel. But too far for him. It's going to drift back to Dallas, the keeper. He's going to send it forward. 50-50 ball booted up high in the air. Now Hurst is going to have to retrieve it in his corner. And Nazario on him. They send it forward, but Georgia Athletic pick up the pieces here on the near side. Oh, nice takeaway. And tug from behind. But play on.
Advantage is played.
All right, race. Number 21. Oh, they both players slide down. Play on. Now, ball goes
And that's
out of
a
play
retaliatory tackle there.
Yes.
And this is one of the things you got to know as a center official. If you allow physicality and if you don't keep control of that physicality, it will eventually get to the point where you get like this and have some what would be considered cheap shots. Take a look at the replay. You can see right there, challenge down, trying to make the run back, and he just comes through him. Yellow card is issued to the SSL man, and it allows for some substitutions for SSL. I didn't see exactly who received that yellow, John.
Yeah, it was on the far side of the field. It was tough to pick out the jersey number there. But yeah, we did say the intensity was picking up here. So it looks like we have number 3 coming on.
And number 4.
Three would be Luis Rodriguez. for SSL. And we're going to see if we can. Number 4 is not on the roster we were given. So play back underway after that hard challenge. And yellow. Second yellow of the day for SSL. Now looking for Fidel on that near side. And we're going to get a throw in here for Georgia Athletic. That's Diego. Toss it in and it's immediately volleyed up, and that's going to go out. So go throw on the other way for the home team. Starting to get late, Larry. We're in the 84th minute. SSL needs to find an equalizer here. Out on the far side. And out of play. Be throw in here for Georgia Athletic.
More substitutions coming on, this time for Georgia Athletic.
Ball in, headed up and hit up once more. Now, nice touch here by SSL. Sends it forward, intercepted by Georgia Athletic. Now there's yours with it. Sends over near side. Dishing off for number 24, just came on. Quick throw in for SSL at midfield. There's a bit of a push there, but no call. And he gets dispossessed. That was Ferrer getting dispossessed here. Now here comes SSL. Trying to move their ways towards goal. Drops it off for a shot that's just didn't have much mustard on it. Easy save there for Carlos Guerrero. I tell you, Larry, if this match ends up being 1-0, I gotta feel sorry for the SSL goalkeeper Dellis, who's really played well.
Yeah, had a great game, and then they changed out the keepers during the return to play for the second delay. And I really can't even fault the keeper on that goal. It was unfortunately cleared right back to the Georgia Athletic man, and he had a wide open opportunity, and from that distance and that opportunity, there was nothing going to happen but into the back of the net.
Guerrero had a little bit of misplay, dropped the shot there, but was able to corral it as he had an SSL player bearing down on him. Big 50-50 ball hits the pitch. Fidel trying to come away with it. He does. Looks like he may have hit the arm of an SSL player, but no call. Now SSL. And near court headed forward, going towards goal, and takes a shot. And in the goal.
Off of a deflection into the back of the net, exactly what SSL needed to get back into this match. Take a look at this opportunity. Bouncing into the box, headed down, and it just gets deflected. It looks like it was off of 23 of the defense, and it is now all tied up, and now it's going to be interesting these last few minutes.
Yeah, here past the 87th minute mark. Yeah, I had to hesitate a moment because I wasn't sure if that hit the side of the net or not because the shot came from a real bad angle. I just said it was deflected in off of the defense. So, brand new ball game here, all tied up now at 1 with just a few minutes left here in regulation. So SSL able to toughen up here in the waning moments here and find that.
That was a good grab as the rain starts to come down a little bit more forceful.
So now we got play, battle for it along the far side. SSL trying to come away with it, and they do. They send it forward down that far side, and tripped up. Player slid, and the SSL player tripped over him. So, and the yellow is issued. So second yellow on Georgia Athletic.
Momentum starting to sway. It's a great transition here, and just leaping and taking out the man. I believe that's also 23 again, who's now on a yellow.
Yeah, so not a good past couple minutes for Mr. number 23 here. The deflection on the goal and then picking up the yellow. So we're going to have a free kick here on the far side for SSL. Still a good distance from the goal. So what you might think they might try to do with this shot here, Larry?
If it was me, I would just try to lob it into the box and look for a header, potentially on the back post.
So the striker's trying to direct traffic here a bit. And now they're jockeying for position along the line, but the referee blows the whistle. Shot in towards goal, and shot was low, but Guerrero was able to grab it. Now he
almost spilled it there.
Quickly sends it forward now. Nazario giving chase. Can he get to it? And it's going to go out past the touch.
Rosario having to hold up play just a little bit so he didn't fall out of bounds. The yellow card's going to be issued for dissent.
So Georgia Athletic losing a bit of their composure here in the waning moments of this match. And by our clock here, maybe in stoppage time.
Yeah, we'll see how much was modified for the delay, as we had it running during the delay for a minute or two before they finally decided that they were going to pause the match.
Fidel sneaks in and heads it up in the air. And another foul. That's number 24 going down. Second half substitution for Georgia Athletic. So a bit of an ugly conclusion to this match with the whistles and yellow cards we have here, Larry.
We got our biggest question answered. Was the intensity going to match the beginning of this contest?
Picked up, I must say, from the first half. So three-man wall here for SSL, and the goal scorer for Georgia Athletic, Marco Yoros, going to take this. So it's an important kick here, and now we're going to another yellow issued. So that will be on
Not
SSL.
quite sure what that one was for. Dissent, maybe?
So that's the third yellow on SSL. Now, meanwhile, of course, works the kick in the near post, and was headed forward, but right at the foot of defensive SSL, cleared out momentarily. Now here's Georgia United had a chance, but ball goes wide and out for goal kick. So SSL kind of dodges one there. They had a bit of a scramble in front of the goal.
You see just kind of bouncing around there, turns, takes a shot, doesn't get anything on it.
It was like he hit the top of the ball there, just sent it wide. Goal kick sent forward, and that is it, folks. That is the end. So SSL, in the waning moments of the match, find the equalizer and earn a draw here today in their home opener and first match of the season here in the fall 2024 season. So our final score here is SSL FC 1, Georgia Athletic SC 1 as well. So Larry, what are your impressions of the match, sir?
I would have to say that that's a fair result from everything that's preceded. I didn't really see another team that was significantly better than the other. When you look at the first half, yes, Georgia Athletic had a little bit better attack, a little bit better shots. Not that many on goal, but a couple of shots, good saves by the SSL keeper. You look at SSL, not a whole lot of opportunities in that first half. Had that one opportunity late in the match, took it, got the win. This is going to be a much needed point later on in the season. Just watch what happens, because it is very tight in the Georgia Conference.
Indeed. So that is it here for this match here. We got a second match coming up. We have Kalonji Pro Profile hosting FC Birmingham in about 10 or 15 minutes here. So keep tuned here to our ASMG YouTube channel here for the second half of the doubleheader. But they'll do it here for this match in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. My name is John Ray alongside Larry Weaver. We'll see you for the second match in just a bit.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.